Yo, what up, niggas? It's your boy Philosco here, making a video about myself. And if you want to see the big booty, go to my other channel here. You see a lot of big white booties, okay? You'll be happy. Just in case you fell for that thirst trap, you can see it right here, all the videos. Anyway, I like big butts, and I cannot lie. And I have a feeling that you other brothers can't deny. But all that aside, because I don't want to lie, sometimes I see a big booty and I just want to cry. Now, seriously, I'm going to try to stop rhyming. I don't know how this happened. Since when did I learn timing? But anyway, blinchiki. The blackness is coming out of me. Can't stop doing it. Alright. I like big butts a lot. And now, for this video, I don't want to talk about thin girls with big butts. Like thin girls with curves or regular size girls with curves. No. Right now, I want to specifically talk about big girls with big butts. Now, let me explain something to you white people who don't know the difference. Because I've tried to explain this to my Russian friends, but most of these guys cannot see the difference between a big bitch who looks like a circle and a big girl with curves. They do not see the difference. It's like the same thing in Russia. They all look the same to them. Like, if you're big, you're just big. But, I mean, there's some, but the vast majority, if you're just a big girl, you're just a big girl. It doesn't matter if you have curves or not. Like, if you know Mal Malloy, you know she's a big, curvy girl. Very curvy, very big butt, hips, all that. I think she's fine. But, like, out here in Russia, she's just fat. Like, she's usually just known as fat. But what's interesting is, one of my close friends on Vkontakte, she was one of my students. Her name is Victoria Manas. Manas. I've got to say her last name, but Victoria. And she's BBW. Right now she's so popular. She made it in New York. She got a modeling contract, and she's a BBW model. And she started out doing competitions in Russia. Russia does have those competitions. Most Russians don't even know it. They have competitions on girls based on how pretty they are, how big they are, and what's their waist-hip ratio. So you understand waist-hip ratio. Waist-hip ratio is like, first you measure the waist. So let's say that's like, just imagine, it's like 10 inches your waist. And then 20 inches your hips. So it's like 10 divided by 20, 0.5. 0.5 means your waist is half the size of your hips. So that stuff matters. So Marilyn Monroe, her waist-hip ratio was 0.66. That was known as perfect because her waist was 2/3 the size of her hips, and that was known as perfect and curvy. Now, these big girls have to be heavy, they have to weigh a lot, but at the same time, they have to have a certain waist-hip ratio. That's exactly what I like, and they have those competitions in Russia. If there's any black guys who want to know about it, I'll let you know. I'll put Victoria's link in the description so you can go see her because she's the champion. She has a big ass, big breast, all that, and she's Russian. And I know I'll get to that in another video. But anyway, back to it. And a lot of times I like it, but I don't want to like it. Like, how can I explain it? Like, okay, I find thin girls to be more beautiful on a logical point. From a logical end. Like, thin girls are more beautiful, you know, they take care of themselves more. They'll be easier to hold, carry, sit in my lap. It'll be more comfortable being close to them, I guess. It'll be easier for me. I won't be sweating all hot with them in the summer, but in the winter, big girls got the advantage. But, like, I don't know, when I look at a thin girl and she's sexy, my mind is like, oh yeah, that's the girl to get. But when I look at a big girl and she's sexy, it's like my penis is like, oh yeah, that's the girl to get, you know? So it's like a battle in my mind, because like I can't help what I like, you understand? I can't help it. So there have been many times where I saw a big girl and I was just like, damn, you know, she's fine, but I don't want to say anything to these guys because they might think I'm crazy for thinking she's fine. So I don't say anything. But you know what? From now on, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say I like what the fuck I like. Because you know what? I'm talking about other adults. Even older women. I like older women too. Like, fuck it. I'm just saying. I like older women too. Like, I've dated, when I was in New York City, I dated a 51-year-old lady. Now, if I can find a picture of her, if I can find one, I'm going to post it here. If I can find it from her Facebook. Now, first and foremost, when I first saw this lady, I had no idea she was 51. No idea she was 51. All my friends knew her. All of them were attracted to her. But no one knew, you would not know she was 51 unless she told you. Because she wore bangs and she wore shades a lot, but her body was banging. Oh, her body was banging. She was Italian. She had a daughter who was my age. That made it even more awkward because her daughter liked spending time with me. I couldn't like be with the mom and the daughter. Nah, that's not me. I'm not that wild. I mean, I'm crazy, but nah, no, that's too much for me. I don't want to make an awkward situation between a mother and a daughter. No. But anyway, and I liked her. She was older. It's just, even though I'm sexually attracted to it, my mind will probably never let me like a big girl or a much older woman. Maybe, but you know, there are exceptions, man. Because there are older women who are big and they're pretty. You know, they're everything I like. But because they're big and older, they kind of have some, how do I put it? They kind of have some control over me. It's like that, yes ma'am kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like, alright, forget the size. Like, this is older woman thing here. It's like, let's say I'm dating a 40-year-old and she gets mad at me. It means a whole lot more to me that she's mad at me than when I'm dating one of my 20-year-old girls and she gets mad. It's like, 20 years like, bitch, relax. What's your problem? Just chill. But then a 40-year-old, it's like, what I do? You know, I'm sorry. You know, it's just natural. Like, I'm sorry. You know. So it's possible, but she has to put her foot down. If I'm to ever really have a relationship with a 40, 50-year-old woman or something, if it ever does happen, she really has to put her foot down. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm into MILFs. I've always been into MILFs. And not just how they look, just because the MILFs that I've had experience with, they're like, they were very nice. They're willing to do anything for you. It's amazing. They'll do anything. You know, they'll do anything. And then you can learn a lot from them. They're intelligent. I love having intelligent conversation. Whenever I'm with some 20 or 21-year-old girl, it's hard to have a fucking intelligent conversation. All she wants to do is talk about how I act like a girl in my videos, or, you know, I mean, sure, it's fun to be with them, but long term, no. But with those adult women, you can have intelligent conversations. And it can go on forever. And I love that shit. We'll go back and forth. Even if we have different views on things, we go back and forth on a logical standpoint and we'll just get along. And I love that shit. So, I don't know. Like, I know, I can just say it now. I have a very unorthodox sense of attraction. Older, big woman. Like, come on. I know people think that's crazy. Now, I'm just telling you now. It is not impossible. Just in case you guys don't know, in Russia, women generally get married often. They get married early. Like where I'm from, like I said before, 10% of my family with children are married. Only 10% of the ones with children. But out here in Russia, it's more common to get married. You know, the family structure is a little better than the average African-American structure in America. Now, people do divorce and stuff, but it's much less than black people in America if they even get married. You understand? So, it's still possible though. Trust me, it's possible to meet an older, curvy, pretty woman who likes you. So I'm gonna say, it's possible. It's crazy. But other than that, I don't know, just let me know what you think. I know some people who are immature. I don't feel like hearing their stupid comments. I'm just gonna delete them. But from you people who just may have an opinion like me too, or you're not weird or something, just let me know, because older, curvy, big women are just, I like them. I like them. Like it would probably be my first choice. Like whenever I watched like adult films and stuff on the internet, a perfect example of my favorite porn star dude. He had this channel on video clips for sale. The porn site is called Clips for Sale. Now this porn site isn't like just one thing. it's a place where people who make porn can sell it on this website. It's Clips, CLIPS for SALE, clipsforsale.com, and it has mad stuff there, a lot of stuff. Now this guy might still be there, but for some reason his stuff is shutting down. We used to communicate, but we don't communicate anymore. But his stuff is shutting down. But his channel was called Real Life Matures. And this guy has the same exact attraction as I do. He's same exact, well not every, 80% of the women he had on that show, I was crazy about. They were all big, curvy, mature women, all of them. And I was like, yo, this guy is the shit. He was white. This is a white guy. Every woman he had on there had a big butt. Now, if you go and see his channel now, it's not the same that it was 4 or 5 months ago, because some reason, I guess he got sued or something, but his stuff is getting shut down. So if you go and look at it, and you're like, oh, look at these women, they're not that great. It's not the women he used to have. He deleted it all, you know. So, but that's kind of the idea of the type of women he had. But the best women, some reason he had to delete it. But on the other hand, there's another porn star dude I really, really like. His name is Woodman, Pierre Woodman. Everybody knows Pierre Woodman. Anyone who's into porn at all knows Pierre Woodman. He's top 5 porn stars who ever lived, dead or alive. Pierre Woodman, you kidding me? Everyone knows this guy. Woodman Casting. Now, all his women are like skinny model girls from like Russia, Poland, Germany. Like he goes all around Europe and stuff, and Russia, having sex with the most pretty, skinny women ever. Now, those women are gorgeous, but they never have like any body, and I can't stand it how skinny they are, and no ass, but they're still beautiful, you see? That's what I'm trying to say. My mind tells me they're beautiful because, why does my mind tell me they're beautiful? Maybe it's because other people see them as beautiful so often, because that's not for me. I don't want some skinny girl with no ass. Damn. Well, there was that one exception. God damn it. Well, look. The majority of the time, I can't have a skinny girl with no ass. It's just not me. And I don't think they're less beautiful. It's just not me. You understand? It's not for me. But, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just confused. I think it's just because I've been ridiculed for my taste in women numerous times before, and so it made me want to just say, alright, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to say anything. But one thing I've never done was criticize another man for what he's attracted to. Like, if you're attracted to a man, okay. Like, I get more criticism than men who like men. Like, if a man likes a man, okay, it's okay to be gay. Oh, that older woman right there, dude, she's hot. I like gilfs sometimes. Ew! Excuse me? But everything else is okay? Fuck you. You understand? So, you gotta, and people understand the difference between a pervert and what someone's attracted to. You're not a pervert for what you're attracted to in a woman. You're more of a pervert for what you do. If I'm peeking through someone's windows or looking up someone's skirt, that's being perverted. If you're just into a woman with a certain age and a certain shape, you're not a fucking pervert, ass. I'm not liking like little kids or something ridiculous. It's a grown-ass woman, like 40 years old, 30, 40, sometime 50, with a curvy body. And intelligent. And we can talk all day. Oh, that's a fantasy. But then my mind, I'm fighting with myself like, I can't do this. I need a young woman. My family will never accept it. You know, it's so hard. So let me know your thoughts. I really kind of opened up this video, and this is my last video for the day. Got Drake in the background, and I'm out. Don't tell nobody. Later, my niggas.